to Investigation today. Coming up, a devastating weekend for Malaysia Airlines as a Boeing 777 to Beijing crashed at the South China Sea.
We wrap up 3 weeks of Countdown Supermarkets mistakes.
And Southern Response Christchurch customers are doing a class action suit against them. Let's have a look at our top stories today. A 68-year-old man died when his 1961 Cooper wheel car failed to negotiate a sweeping bend and collided to a wall at Hampton Downs in Waikato. Police were called at 1:25 p.m. yesterday.
Hawke's Bay Chamber of Commerce CEO Wayne Wolford has been selected to run the Napier Electorate if elected this year. He was selected by a meeting of local party members yesterday.
Malaysia Airlines has named 2 New Zealanders boarded MH370 when it crashed yesterday. The names are Zengmin Wang and Paul Weeks. We will talk about this soon.
2 boats parked on trailers and a camper van caught fire in Picton today. The fire sparked at 3 a.m. today and were well allied when the firefighters arrived, says Lynn Crossan.
And finally, in our top stories, the Bulls beat the Blues 38-22 in a Super Rugby match in Pretoria. The home side scored 4 tries in one game, where both sides attacked with a ball in one hand. As you know, yesterday, the Malaysia Airline flight to Beijing, MH370, is missing. So what happened 24 hours later? They have found oil slicks south of Vietnam.
The oil was estimated 10 to 15 kilometers long, and it was not sure that whether it was related to MH370.
The plane was missing. The plane was missing less than 1 hour of taking off from Kuala Lumpur. Malaysia Airlines CEO Ahmad Yahya says that there was no indication that the pilot was sending a distress signal.
2/3 of the missing plane passengers were from China, while others were from Australia, Asia, and North America, including Europe.
They were carrying 239 people, which included crew members. And John Key says that the thoughts of New Zealanders are with all the families of those who were on board the missing Malaysia Airlines flight, which was carrying 2 New Zealanders. Countdown had 3 weeks of hard time last month after its owner, Woolworths Australia, made a campaign of Buy Australia campaign.
They also had a hard time after Shane Jones reveals that Countdown was doing corruption because Countdown is owned by Woolworths Australia and which they were selling New Zealand products here in New Zealand.
He also revealed that Countdown was asking suppliers a couple of $100 to book your products on their shelves, and the Commerce Commission is taking action against Countdown.
And on 17th of February, all Countdown stores admitted that they have demanded money from suppliers to sell their products due to their low profit last year.
Then last week, Countdown Supermarkets bullied the Hauraki District Council to extend the alcohol trading hours to 11 p.m. Currently in the district, you are only allowed to sell it until 9 p.m.
Hauraki Mayor Trigiga says that they don't care about what local people want for them, it's all about dollars.
Disgruntled homeowners in earthquake-recovering Christchurch are to take a class action against the government-controlled insurer, Southern Response.
Legal papers are filed shortly, Christchurch lawyer Grant Cameron said yesterday.
Key parties were now involved and the time had come for definite action, he also said. Mr. Cameron also said that a large number of claimants would be seeking to have their claims settled quickly.
But on top of that, they also be seeking substantial damages for extra costs and delays, stress, anxiety, and mental anguish.
That's it for Investigation today. Thanks for watching. I am Tom.
And I am Ben, and please subscribe.
Copyright 2014, the Tom and Ben News for New Zealand Group. to Investigation Today. Tonight, charges are dropped for an Otaki couple after chopping trees in the property. And Rachel Smalley apologises after calling Kiwi woman a bunch of lardos. Rachel Smalley apologises through the media after calling Kiwi woman a bunch of lardos. Here is what happened when she said a bunch of lardos during the ad break.
Researchers have discovered that a widely used emergency contraceptive has a higher chance of failure if a woman weighs more than 70 kilos. And since the average weight of a New Zealand woman is 72 kilos, it's
not so effective then. Crikey, all right.
The weather today, cloudy periods with a few light showers north of Ottawa, easterly breezes, a high of 24.
All right, Alexia Russell, thank you. In a moment, Mike Hosking is in ahead of the Mike Hosking breakfast. It is 6 minutes to 6.
Happy New Year!
That happened a few months ago, John.
Sell it all.
Amazing bargains.
Whatever we can find. Upstairs, downstairs, or out the back. You can have it cheap, 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 cheap.
The Magnus
Considering
Benno
average
end of
height's about,
financial
what, 5'6"?
year clearance is on.
And yes,
Lardos,
we're open
bunch of
every single
lardos.
day.
The next day, she apologized. This is what happened.
Now, I made a flippant comment yesterday which upset and hurt a lot of people. It went on air in an environment where it was out of context and was hurtful, it was stupid, it was judgmental and offensive. It was not made as a statement of fact, and it was in no way representative of any opinion I have ever held, ever. And I'm sorry, I truly am. My role as a journalist has always been to inform and not to offend. And yesterday I crossed that line. I'm so very sorry that I said what I did. And I'm very sorry for the hurt that I caused and the many people that I let down. Not least myself, my friends, and my family.
We did a short story about it on 60 Seconds. Click on the annotation now if you want to see it. The Otaki couple got a call from the Kapiti Coast District Council saying your charges have been dropped.
Earlier, not long ago, that they were going to be charged because they were cutting a native tree in their own property.
Acting Chief Executive Tamsin Evans says the reason the charges are dropped because the couple were using the council's guidance. But at the time they said the charges were not going to be severe, but they had to prosecute the couple in order to take the arborist Monkey Tree Services.
On Tuesday, 8th of April, which is a few days' time, the council will go to the Levin District Court to confirm that the charges will be dropped.
The couple is now relieved and they will celebrate with a glass of wine.
That's all today. Please subscribe and see you next time.
Welcome to Investigation Today. Tonight, longtime David Bain supporter Joe Karam has been awarded $500,000 in a defamation case and a uphill battle for Wainui Retirement Village proposal. Longtime David Bain supporter Joe Karam has been awarded more than $500,000 in a defamation case. The former All Black brought the case against Ken Parker and Victor Perkis after they made disparaging comments about him online.
In addition to $535,000 in damages, the two men must pay Mr. Karam's legal fees, which he estimates are also around $500,000.
That would make it one of the largest defamation damages and costs awards in New Zealand. There's a battle for that. People living near Wainui are battling for a retirement home. Mr. Weed proposes to create a 20-home retirement settlement in the middle of his family's 17.2-hectare farm in Wainui.
He said small homes, duplexes and apartments which residents will buy a license to occupy and will not cookie clutter mirror images of each other.
But they will be designed individually within certain guidelines. The The surrounding property will provide a sustainable country lifestyle and activities. It already includes a small vineyard. Chickens and pigs will assist with the waste management.
There will be solar-powered electricity and water heating, on-site electric vehicles and an orchard. An amenity centre will include a cafe and a pub.
It will also include a gym and a pool. He also said that the size of the proposed development is boutique and the prices will be affordable. The plan is a first Auckland rural zone and such as many hurdles to overcome to obtain a non-complying resource consent from Auckland Council.
Mr. Wedd says the council planners should be unbiased. They appeared to be against the idea from the start and told him that he will never get to the hearing stage.
This proved incorrect. A two-part hearing before independent commissioners was completed last week and a decision is expected this month. That's investigation today for this week. Please note that Tom and Ben News of Australia will launch at 22nd of April New Zealand time at a different channel, and our New Zealand version of season 9 will start at 21st of April. Welcome to Investigation Today. Tonight, supermarket giant Progressive Enterprises, which owns Countdown, will snub its suppliers. Supermarket giant Countdown will snub its suppliers' annual industry conference because it has been stung by allegations it bullied them. Countdown has confirmed this.
But suppliers are reporting an improvement in their relationship with them, says the Food and Grocery Council.
Labour MP Shane Jones broke the story earlier in February that Countdown was doing corruption.
But in November this year, they will not attend the conference.
FTC Chief Executive Catherine Rich told the Weekend Herald her organisation did not initiate the investigation.
She also said some of her members have reported improvement in their dealings with Countdown.
Let's just recap the past Countdown woes we reported. On our second episode of 60 Seconds, we reported that Shane Jones used the word corruption against Countdown. Countdown denies this.
On August last year, we reported that Countdown's Feed 4 People for $15 was a lie by Countdown.
On our third episode of 60 Seconds, the Commerce Commission said, don't be shy to the suppliers and admit that they have bullied you.
Finally, on our fourth 60 Seconds episode, Countdown has finally admitted that they did demanded money from suppliers to book a shelf.
But next minute on our sixth episode, Countdown wants the Hauraki District Council to extend alcohol trading hours.
Have your say about Countdown's mistakes? You can email on screen, Facebook or Twitter us.
That's Investigation Today for this week. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and see you next time.
And have a nice day.
Welcome to Investigation Today. Today on Investigation Today, an insurance advocacy group will stage a silent protest outside the Tower Insurance offices in Christchurch. An insurance advocacy group will stage a silent protest outside the Tower Insurance offices in Christchurch to highlight what they see as elder abuse.
Protest organiser Brian Staples of Earthquake Services Limited says he's been moved to tears by the 83-year-old Elaine Pierce.
She is a pensioner who is locked in an insurance dispute with Tower.
Elaine's home suffered ceiling, wall and foundation cracks. in the February 2011 earthquake, leaving the floor dangerous to walk on and silt on taps.
Mr. Staples says Tower wants to repair the house, but has failed to offer a reasonable solution and a payout.
He told 3 News that they just don't care. This is elder abuse of the worst kind I've ever seen.
Mr. Staples, who is known for his earthquake insurance, has in the past come under fire over allegations of dodgy practices.
In July, New Zealand's First Leader Winston Peters used parliamentary privilege to accuse Mr. Staples using a range of companies to defraud, mislead and cheat people.
Mr. Staples' protest will run from 11 a.m. at the Tower Insurance offices at 213 Blenheim Road.
In one of their ads, they said,
"Always looking out for you."
Well, yeah right, Tower, your officers will be shocked when the protesters arrive.
Do you have any opinions about this? Email on screen, Facebook search Investigation Today, and our Twitter page is @TNB News for NZ. You can also go to our website, which is on our screen now.
That's all today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and have a nice day.
Welcome to Investigation Today. Tonight, there is a new investigation in petrol docking.
The government has launched an investigation into the practice of docking the pay of service station employees for drive-offs.
It all started when a complainant who worked at the Masterton Gull Night and Day Service Centre revealed that he had this problem.
Miss Burt told Campbell Live that earlier this year she lost $300 from her pay after there was 3 people who did not pay their fuel.
Campbell Live also found that there was other suburbs from Wellsford to Timaru who had the same problem.
One worker who remained anonymous told Campbell Live that she was docked before she left the workplace. Then they recovered the money from the driver but didn't return the money to the worker.
Another employee said that there would be no pay increases or reviews due to the number of drive-offs.
Mr. Allison says, "We don't jump to conclusions, as a lot has happened in the last couple of days for us, and we are working through investigations."
He describes how there may be confusion from some franchisee owners surrounding this dishonesty section.
Mr. Allison's main concern is how that can be misinterpreted and agrees that the dishonesty section needs to be tidied up.
He says he would like to speak to those employees who have been affected by this miscommunication.
Employment lawyer Anthony Russell says that night and day employees' contracts deduction clause is very wide and arguably it is breaching the Wages Act.
That's all today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and please subscribe.